Exercise number 3. We will write a JavaScript program to read large sensor data and also make a buzzer sound. So now you will need to use your laptop to install Node.js, which can run a JavaScript code you write. So first step, you need to download and install Node.js. Depends on your computer platform. Open either of this link. In my case, I have a MacBook, so I just open on this page. If you look down here, it has the installation step using blue updates and install Node and then test. In my case, I have a Node installed on my computer already, so I just need to do a test, verify I have a Node installed. So open a terminal window, Node-v. So I have a version 9.2.1. So it's all good. So next step is we need to download some project source code. Then we have prepared those source code for you already, so that you can just modify some and then to make it work. So open this link. Well, here you see a bunch of files, like while these files. You can read the instruction on the page, like README page on here, and understand what this. While.js is a module code, which is kind of hide the API calling to the virtualized sensor. This is a starter code that you can use to modify the change things. This is the sensor configuration, and this is the main client code talk to Oracle IoT Cloud. So that's code, and then you want to download it. So click this button and download zip file. So I open it, and then I just unzip it, which is goes to, and this is under my downloads directory. So let's see what source code there. Let me open this one. It's download under this directory, IoT 18 master. So over here, you can see all the source file. Particularly interested, we have a sensor log file, sensor configuration. So you download, go there, check the configuration file. This file, you will look at the access token, really. So this configuration, the first code we will run or need this set properly. Location is where the virtualization server we set. You just verify, most likely it's correct. And the access token will be different for your case. So how do you check, how do you get this access token? So you look at this page, look at this step, and in your Wire app, go to the View API page of your device. And then when you open up that, you should see something like this. And there's one line called access token equal this value. So you want to write down that value somewhere. So in my case, I have this value in my app. So I just copy this one and replace the access token. So you then save it. So after that, basically we are done with this configuration for the next exercise. So next one is we try to write a JavaScript program, but you will be using this as a starter code. If you look at this code, it's essentially some API calling to the board that when it's make a sound, buzzer sound, And another one is just do a read on the light sensor. Also, then immediately you can try to set up a stream, which is every 5 seconds you just read it from that light sensor and for 22 seconds. Or we can just change it to read faster. Say read 3 seconds. And then we will, for duration of we just continue streaming for 20 seconds. So that's it. Now you open the terminal, goes to the project folder, which in my case is under download, and inside the IoTW is team master, this directory. So first one, you can just do a test run while.js. So you hear a sound, and then you keep reading like every 3 seconds of light sensor. If I put my hands block light, the reading will be dropped to like a much smaller number. So it will run a stream for 20 seconds. Okay, it's finished. So that's what this code does, right? So for this step, really, it's your turn to write a JavaScript to make a sound when light sensor readings below 500. If you don't know how to write a JavaScript, you can skip this and just look at the next step, which is the solution code. That also we have provide this one for you. What it does is you do a streaming every 1 second to read the light sensor. When the data comes back, you do a check that data. If the luminance is less than 500, then you write a sound to the speaker, and you will just run this for like 22 seconds. Let's see. So the light sensor actually pretty large reading, right? So no sound. Now I put my hands on it, so the reading dropped to a small number, less than 500. Then it makes sound. Now let me put my hand again. So it's a sound. So when I remove my hands, the reading is like a 900 range, right? If put my hands, the drop and make sound. Let's try that again. Put my hands over there. Remove my hand. Put my hands on it.